Thank you very much, Mr. Taylor, for the invitation. Again, Hubert Parent-Bouchard, Corporate Development for Radisson Mining Resources. It's a nice story shaping up in one of the best jurisdictions worldwide for mining. So we're creating value through the drill bit at the moment. There's some forward-looking statement in my presentation, so those are to be kept in mind. So the company is focused 100% on the O'Brien Gold Project. We have an experienced team with more than 13% ownership in the company, so we have skin in the game. We're located, we'll see later down the road, in a world-renowned mining camp along the Larder Lake Cadillac Break. We recently published a new model. I think that's the big game changer for the company. We've been marketing this model for a few weeks now, and it's shaping up nicely. There's a lot of interest around it, and it's going to be a game changer for the resource estimate, which is coming in the next 3 weeks. There are still a lot of exploration potential. We drilled 45,000 meters of drilling in the last 3 years and added ounces at $24 per ounce Canadian. So that's a pretty effective company at the moment. Board of directors, we got more than 100 years of mining expertise on board in all field of mining, so that's very interesting. In terms of management, myself, my background is in accounting. I work for one of the mining contractors that built Detour and built the Canadian Malartic mine. Recently, Richard Niemenen joined as an exploration manager. He's got close to 30 years of expertise in this field, worked everywhere in the world, basically. We also have Sylvain Edouard, one of the top guys in Quebec when it comes to environment and permitting. So I think we've got an experienced management that can deliver a success story down the road. Here's the pie chart. So again, we got skin in the game, 137 million shares outstanding, currently a market cap of $16 million or $30 per ounce in the ground. The management and the board of directors own 13% of the company. We recently appointed a strategic advisor, well-respected fund manager from Montreal. So he owns 4%. He accumulated the stock before joining the company. Institutional support from Switzerland, Quebec, even Texas. So that represents around 26% of the float. And we also have a group of 25 local guys in the Abitibi area that own around 36% of the company. So pretty tight share structure, so more upside. All right, the asset is the O'Brien mine, which produced between 1926 and 1957, produced close to 600,000 ounces at 15 grams per ton. Still, this mine holds the title of the richest mine by grade in Quebec. We own it at 100%, and our resource package is currently located 250 meters along strike. In terms of general location, we're halfway between two mining towns, Val-d'Or and Rouyn-Noranda. The paved highway passes 500 meters by. It's actually a provincial highway. Power grid on site, pretty pristine infrastructure, so very good exploration costs. So we're in the Cadillac-Bousquet mining camp, which produced more than 21 million ounces over the last 100 years. Our property-wise, 4.5 kilometer by 2.2 kilometer. Most of the ground in the area is held by a major, so very good real estate. Our property is contiguous to the La Ronde mine of Agnico Eagle, which is located just north of the land package we own. This mine is the deepest mine in America at the moment. It ranges from surface down to 3.2 kilometers. Our resource package ranges from surface down to 500 meters, so still a lot of potential to be proven. IM Gold is also present in the camp. They own the Westwood mine, which is 16 kilometers west. So with best-in-class operators comes infrastructure. Currently, there are 6 mills within 75 kilometers of the project that are either held by juniors or are currently hungry for feed. So we do not plan to build a mill at the moment, and these represent excellent opportunities. Resource-wise, the latest resource report was published in March of 2018. So we're looking at a total of indicated and inferred ounces of 427,000 ounces. The head grade is around 6.4 grams. So this is the game changer. That's the model we came up in recent months. When we published the resource last year, there was a lack of structural control. So when the geologists joined the company back in October, we were drilling at the moment, and the first hole he drilled was an infill drill hole. We obtained 37 grams per ton over 12.8 meters. When Richard was looking at the core, he couldn't really tie the geology together. I was asking him, well, can you get those grades again? And he wanted more confidence in the model in order to support the next round of drilling. So we hired a structural geologist to basically challenge the model or rework or recrank the model. As I mentioned, the first interpretation was east to west back in 2018. And what he found out very quickly is that we had three main orientation instead of just one. So when the system conjugate, it creates a lineation of intersection, and usually that's where you would get those higher grade horseshoot. So we were quite pleased with the model and looked at the historic data we had from the old O'Brien, which is a few meters by, and we found out that, well, in the mine they had 14 veins, and 3 of those veins returned 90% of the production. And those veins would happen exactly at the intersection of the veining system. So we are very confident with our model now. It's backed by historic production, and I think it's a tool that will be very effective for future rounds of drill target. So this is the model we have now. So you can see multiple vein intersection. These are not all high grade, but at the moment we're doing the resource estimate based on these ore shoot that we've defined. And in the next round of drilling, we'll be able to stick with the highest grade ore shoot and prove the potential of the extension below. So this is a long section of the property. So we're looking at the old property. In the former production went down from surface down to 1.1 kilometer. Our resource package published in May is depicted within the blue square. We're now extending the resource estimate to integrate a new zone, which is halfway between the O'Brien mine and the current resource package. So in the next resource estimate in the next few weeks, we're putting out 16,000 meters of drilling and the new interpretation. Our gut feeling is that the tonnage will go down, and given that the interpretation we're working on is similar to the old O'Brien mine, the grade should go up. So you can see here all the drill intercepts above 10 grams per ton. Already some wildcats hole were done by the past, and now with effective drilling, we're pretty confident we can expand that resource from 500 meters to who knows how many kilometers below. So all in all, why invest in RDS at the moment? We have a high-grade story. It gives you strong leverage on gold. As the management owns around 13% of ownership, you can rest assured that our interests are pretty much aligned. Our project has the potential to become economical at those levels. It's a high-grade story in a low-risk area, very good jurisdiction, and eventually the initial capex would be pretty low. We're surrounded by best-in-class operators such as Agnico Eagle, IAMGOLD, and Yamana, so that's very interesting. The game changer, well, it's the 3D model that we've recently published. Results in the resource estimate will be out shortly, and they are based, again, on that new model. Once we publish the resource, we are already permitted for a 20,000 meter drill program, so that should come into play very quickly and generate a lot of results in the coming months. And our hope is to prove the whole potential of this project, so hopefully we all make money doing so. Thank you very much.